All right, everyone. So Prop 8 authorizes state regulation of kidney dialysis clinics and limits charges for patient care. So according to the official Secretary of State ballot summary, Prop 8 limits the amount outpatient kidney dialysis clinics may charge for patient care and imposes penalty for excessive charges. It requires annual reporting to the state regarding clinic costs, patient charges, and revenue, and prohibits clinics from discriminating against patients based on the source of payment for care. So anyone here either been on dialysis or know people that have been on dialysis? Yeah, so a lot of us here. So dialysis keeps patients alive when their kidneys fail by taking out the patient's blood, cleaning it, and putting it back in their body. In the United States, more than 477,000 people depend on dialysis, and there's two big corporations. You might have heard of either of them. People heard of Fresenius, F-R-E-S-E-N-I-U-S, or DaVita, right? A lot of us have heard of DaVita. So they basically monopolize the industry, and they control more than 75% of dialysis treatment. And essentially what has happened is, and why this prop came about, is there hasn't been much oversight. They have been making killer profits, paying their CEOs exorbitant salaries, and no one really knows and there's no kind of regulation with these dialysis clinics, right? Are you surprised? So what Prop 8 would do would be to regulate dialysis clinics. Patient cares report sanitation problem, including blood stains, cockroaches in dialysis clinics. The lack of proper sanitation and hygiene can contribute to high infection rates. And we've done these town halls in other places. We met one of the dialysis workers. She also talks about the short staffing and how she has to jump around treating 8 different people at one time. So there's all kinds of issues that are going on in dialysis clinics that the public is not made aware of. Only people that are going through this process, people that have families that are going through the dialysis process, only they know what the real problems are. But I'll tell you how that this actually increases the cost for all of us, right? What's going on in there. Dialysis corporation profits are out of control. They make billions of dollars annually. The average profit margin for DaVita and Fresenius clinics in California is 17%. That's more than 5 times what they make in an average hospital in California. They spend lavishly on executive pay and perks like private airplanes, right? So can you imagine how much money they are or they're planning to spend to kill this ballot measure? Yeah. So you're going to be seeing a lot of commercials and a lot of TV and a lot of mail that's going to be coming. I think they're going to spend more than $40 million on trying to kill this bill. Dialysis companies charge patients with private insurance an average of $150,000 a year of dialysis treatment. That's basically a 350% markup from the cost of providing care. Insurance companies are forced to pass the cost to all policyholders, so we end up paying more, driving up healthcare premiums for all of us. Blue Shield of California reports that it takes 3,800 enrollees to offset the cost of one dialysis patient. 3,800 people on insurance to offset the cost of one dialysis patient. So it's just the costs are out of control, the profits are out of control, there's not much patient care, so that's why we need Prop 8. We need to invest in patient care. It will push for profit dialysis corporations to spend more money on direct patient care with revenues limited to no more than 15% that they spend on patient care. So when you tell a big corporation like this, hey, you're only going to be able to make 15% more than cost, they're not going to like this because right now they're making millions and billions of dollars and they don't have any kind of regulation. So by linking revenue to care, dialysis corporations will have a greater incentive to invest in patient care. So we're kind of going to force them to invest in patient care because if they invest in patient care, then they can charge 15% more, because they're not doing it now, so this proposition would force them to invest more money in patients. And when we stop dialysis companies from overcharging, we can bring down the healthcare premium for all of us, right? So Prop 8 is something that's not only going to increase the benefits and the care that patients on dialysis get, but it's going to also bring down their costs, but it's also going to bring down the healthcare insurance premium for all of us. So just keep this one in mind, because you're going to get a lot of scare tactics, you're going to get every kind of fear. What essentially the companies are telling people is, oh, if you limit how much profit we can make, we're not going to open as many clinics, we're not going to have as much care out there, so it'll be even harder for people to get dialysis care, right? That's the argument that they're going to be making out there. So they're basically saying, if we can't make the billions and billions of profits, then we're not going to continue doing this work. And that's clearly not the case. They need some kind of regulation. There's no oversight. No one's overlooking this industry. We kind of keep tabs on our hospitals, on our pharmaceutical companies, because they're much more prominent and they're much more in the news, but no one's watching over dialysis clinics. So that's why Prop 8 is in there. Once again, we don't have, consumers, patients, regular people. We don't have $42 million to spend on this ballot proposition. But as we'll continue to remind you in your red bags, there's at least 100 slate cards there that talk about this proposition and all the other propositions. We just need to make sure it gets out to people so that they understand what Prop 8 is and vote for this measure, because it helps seniors, sick people, workers in dialysis clinics. So yes on Prop 8. Thank you.